Today is the 14th of April. As you can see, we were waiting. I didn't unfortunately actually create a intraday time frame analysis because I was just busy again. Unfortunately, going forward next week will be on a better schedule, so these will be back in full force daily on TradingView. But on Trading Economics, we can see here clearly we had a lot of US data, and it was actually overall mixed, especially with the Fed Waller speech. He actually had a lot of sentiments that were optimistic, and thus we can see a lot of lower volume, messier price action, and ultimately we see a big correction on gold. I didn't take any advantage of the gold trade, so if you have a little look at gold quickly, you can see huge push down, right? That's 400 pips, right, in the last couple hours, and unfortunately didn't take advantage of this. I wouldn't really say it was safe sells until below. If we look at the 4 hour, I mean, we could have a reaction at 2020 once this broke, continue down to at least 2010. Once this broke again, you could take sales from 2010 down to 1997. Personally, just looking at the 4 hour structure and then 1 hour structure roughly, especially with 1997 being a profit taking point for me, and then further down to 1988.50, 1.500. But overall, no trades taken on gold. There are a lot of sell options definitely available. I just wasn't in the markets at the right time, or I wasn't able to adapt to the high risk, high reward sells. Looking at GJ there, I was waiting for action, price action, sorry, to give us some sort of optimism, or at least bullish pushes in price. We can see we're in a range for ages, a 20 pip range for about 2.5 hours, 2 hours 15 minutes. So I took an entry once we broke out this consolidation. I understood there was consolidation to the left as well, so I understood the high risk. I entered when I thought once the hour flipped bullish, so this breaking all the high, expecting it to at least tap 300 roughly, 166 300. Risky trade, I completely agree, and it did push up to 200 quickly, rejected and came down. So overall, very risky trade. I actually got out of this trade. We're going to look at it quickly on the markets terminal as well. So you can see in and out trade, break even, not a lot going on. You can see here I entered poor entry. I agree. I think management wise, pretty good for being in a trade that you shouldn't be in, closing at break even, not getting greedy. Very good play. But overall, the markets didn't really give solid entries. A lot of volume was lost. It's a Friday at the end of the day, and the market was just not there today. So you can't. Today was important, right? It was pretty much a no trade day, and understanding protecting capital here is the vital importance to understand, right? Or is the vital bit of knowledge to grab here, because staying out the markets and protecting your capital will allow me or allow you yourself to implement your plan into the next week without losing any capital for stupid reasons. You're sticking to your plan, you're understanding and looking at the high time frames, the lower time frames, understanding there's no volume, there's messy price action on the lower time frames. Why jump into a trade when you don't need to force it? Take a step back, understand where you are in the markets, understand it's a Friday, enjoy your week, and come back with a fresh mindset, ready to attack next week, because there's going to be plenty more opportunities. And going into next week, that's my mindset. So pretty overall positive week. If we have a look, actually, we'll do a quick report as a weekly one, and we'll just do from the 10th to the 14th, right? We can see overall, 778 probably that's not too bad, right? After commission, so overall profitable week. Happy with that. Trade management wise, pretty good. In entries, it's going to be some better entries, some better exits, but that's the whole point of improving. We're being very understanding and open-minded when it comes to trading. You have to be stay adaptable as well within market conditions like this. So going forward into next week, I'm going to be focusing once again on perfecting, or at least always striving for perfection with my entries, and overall trade management, keeping it as good as it is right now.